Good evening, everyone. We are Group 3, and my name is Yu Leyang. Our group's topic is the strategy to achieve carbon neutral goals. Here are the team members. We try to control China's overall carbon emission from energy optimization, renewable energy and storage, new energy vehicle, afforestation, and curricular economy to achieve the goals. First, my strategy is to reduce the use of coal in electricity generation in the name of energy optimization. According to the latest report, coal's share of China's total energy production is declining due to the energy optimization. However, it should be noticed that to meet the rising energy demands, the total amount of coal power generation is still on the rise and come to in the first place with 61%. It accounts for half of the world's total coal power generation by 2020, and is the only G20 country where coal rose. So constantly reducing coal use in the power system is the most important part to achieve the goal of being carbon neutral. The Chinese government should reduce the use of coal in power generation. On the one hand, they should optimize the energy structure by making full use of natural resources and continuing building more efficiency power generation facility using renewable resources such as wind, water power, and low carbon resources such as nuclear. On the supply side, they should stop planning the construction of new coal-fired power plants. The old ones need to set carbon emission goals every year of energy efficiency and carbon emission standards. Then examine them every year. If they cannot meet the standards and certification not in time, they will be expected to stop production. That would greatly reduce the number of coal electricity. Besides, it is necessary to reduce the demand for coal and electricity resource by raising electricity price and using economic stimulus. Also optimizing the electricity efficiency in building and facility to reduce the waste. Because power generation in the wind, hydro, and nuclear produce almost no carbon dioxide, this strategy's effect will be significant. Based on the amount of carbon dioxide produced by different materials, the products could reduce the emission by about 85%. So by replacing much coal-fueled electricity energy, China's carbon emission will be drastically reduced. Then the strategy 2.
I'm Nina. I'm going to introduce the second strategy, renewable energy and energy storage. Before that, I will briefly introduce the China energy development situation. According to the China government report, Revolution in Energy Production and Construction from 2016 to 2030, China's energy construction will continue to go green and low carbon energy will become the direction of energy development. The energy system has been constantly improved and the international energy collaboration will continue to improve. And China government also sets the goal that non-fossil energy will account for about 20% of total energy consumption from 2021 to 2030, and this number will increase to about 15% by 2050. So the renewable energy has become the direction of energy development in the future. However, there are still some limitations. First, there is an inconsistencies between the concentrated period of power generation and the period of electricity construction of renewable energy. Second, with the change of system and whether the power generation and construction curve of renewable energy will change accordingly. So we need to develop a new energy supply systems. The new energy supply system is to combine the renewable energy with energy storage, and it has been applied in 18 provinces in China to encourage or even restart renewable energy storage. According to China renewable energy situation, there are 4 principles of the new energy supply system: principle of ideal goal matching, principle of progress program, principle of centralized steering, and leading principle of grid kinetic quality. And there are 3 models of the new energy supply system. First is the load management, second is output management, and last is the power quality management. And there are still some problems of the new energy supply system, including increasing the addition investment cost and low profitable space, and also we cannot solve the problem of abundant wind power and solar energy. So how to improve it? First, we need to develop the renewable energy technology and energy storage technology. Next, we need to reform the structure of energy business, and also we need to improve the pricing mechanism of energy storage, formula and improve the energy storage standard, and establish and improve the spot market of electricity.
Hello, my name is Zhenyi Fu. In this part, I would like to introduce new energy vehicle development in China, and I will analyze it from the 3 aspects. The first is market performance. We can see that the sales of new energy vehicles have reached a record high in 2020. Comparing with 2015, the sales of new energy vehicles have increased by more than 4 times in 2020. In the case of 2020 epidemic, it also achieved a year-on-year increase of 10.9%. From the perspective of monthly sales, the sales of new energy vehicles began to show growth in July 2020, and the growth rate gradually expanded, setting a record high in December. But from the perspective of the overall automotive market, the market share of new energy vehicles is only 5.4%. And here, the State Council announced new energy vehicle industry development plan during 2021 to 2035. The plan throws out a request that until 2025, the electric cars' average electric consumption reduced to 12 kWh per 100 km. Sales of new energy vehicle now accounting for 20% of total sales. In 2035, electric cars become the mainstream of new sales vehicles. And here is the government announced dual points policy in vehicle factories. The document clearly states that by 2023, the market share of new energy vehicles should reach 18%. Under this point rule, auto manufacturers that have done a good job in new energy can sell points to other manufacturers to earn profits. And this part is calculations. I find 4 best sell new energy cars in China about their electric consumption. And this is the precondition data and formulation. And this is the 2020 parameter and 2025 expected parameter. So the calculate is that in 2020, the carbon dioxide emission is this, and in 2025, the expected carbon dioxide emissions is this. So we can know that in 2020, as predicted, we can reduce carbon emissions by about 27.5%. So the summary is, if China wants to achieve the peak of carbon emissions in 2030 and achieve carbon neutral in 2060, it needs to continuously promote the development of new energy vehicle.
Hello everyone, I am Zhang Jingwen. Next, I will show you the part about afforestation. Afforestation refers to the production of new or renewed forests, which is a fundamental part of forest cultivation. If the planted area is large and can form a forest and forest environment in the future, then it's called afforestation. If the area is very small and cannot form a forest or forest environment in the future, it's called tree planting. What is the role of afforestation in carbon neutrality? Plants mainly absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis, which plays a vital role in maintaining the temperature of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. According to the data, 1 acre of forest can absorb 67 kilograms of carbon dioxide and release 48 kilograms of oxygen per day. China's policy on afforestation is to encourage and support the planting of trees, fundamental improvement of ecological environment, and basic realization of beautiful China by 2035, to the commitment of striving to reach the peak of carbon dioxide emissions by 2030 and achieving carbon neutrality by 2060. China has clearly defined the timetable and roadmap for reducing pollution and carbon. So what kind of results has afforestation achieved in China? Comparing the data of this table, we can see that China's forest resources are growing steadily, and this year is the 40th anniversary of China's national compulsory tree planting. By the end of 2020, the total number of trees planted reached 78 billion. In order to consolidate the existing achievement, policies should be implemented in different categories, with the central and eastern parts of the country focusing on improving qualities, while the western and northern parts of the country should sustainably afforestation and grass planting, increase management and care efforts. That's all. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone, this is Zhang Zhuoren. My teammates just talked about how to become carbon neutral in terms of energy and carbon sequestration. But besides the energy part, the emission from industry, agriculture, and waste disposal still take a big part. To decrease the emission of this part, we need to develop circular system, and China has started it 13 years ago. First, let's talk about the difference between traditional economy and circular economy. For the traditional one, we can see the energy flow path is from resource to product and production. It's just a one-way flow path. But for the circular economy, we get resource and we make it product and then we reuse it, recycle it. This system is low input, high utilization, and low waste. But the circular economy is not just about recycle. To realize it, we need to start with design. First, when we design, we should eliminate the negative effects on human health and the environment, like emission and energy use. Second, the product. We should ensure the products, the parts, the raw materials, they can be smoothly recycled. And third, we should use renewable resources and we should try to return them back to soil. And in China, how to realize circular economy? There are 3 parts in urban system. First is built environment. We can design buildings more environmental friendly, and we can develop green buildings, smart buildings. Also, we can reuse and recycle construction waste. And second is mobility. We can develop the shared mobility system, scale up remanufacturing, and also we can encourage remote working. And third is nutrition. We can compost the food waste and regenerate soil. And also, we should improve the business models, the transportation models, and so on. And in industrial part, textiles and electronics are most important, and they are easier to develop circular economy. We can make change from design to recycle, and also we have to improve the business model. According to the estimates of Ellen MacArthur Foundation, we can see the circular economy path could make a clearly reduction of carbon emission. And all these 5 parts add up to a reduction about 23% in 2040. And the conclusion part, we can see here, even assuming that the energy supply is fully provided by renewable ones and the circular economy transformation of these 5 parts is fully completed by 2040, there are still about 1 billion tons of greenhouse gas emission cannot be absorbed. So if we want to realize carbon neutral,
In addition to implementing these 5 strategies more comprehensive, we also have to increase the carbon sink through forestation or some new technologies like geological sealing technology and so on. That's all. Thank you.